Yo, 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 it's your boy Nightwing. What's up? We are back in a new video called GNAG Explains. This will have to be the second take because I've realized I've left out some information about Mortal Kombat 1 that would be needed for the continuation of this whole series. I'm just being honest. I usually do one take, so I don't really think I need to edit, but I think that's what keeps it more organic. But let's get right back into it. So now, for the people that have watched the last episode of GNAG Explains Mortal Kombat, this is Mortal Kombat 1. Now, since the Great Kung Lao has lost to Goro, Shang Tsung and basically the Legion that is from Outworld have been winning every single Mortal Kombat. So now they're up to the 10th one. And if Outworld wins this Mortal Kombat, they are able, by the Elder Gods' rule, to take over Earthrealm. In this situation, Raiden's like, oh man, this is getting bad. So he decides to get combatants of his own to make sure that they don't get this 10th win. The first person that he gets is Liu Kang. Liu Kang is of the Shaolin. He is also an ancestor of the Great Kung Lao. Liu Kang has the ability to throw fireballs. He has a flying kick and a bicycle kick. All pretty badass moves, especially for the time that the game came out. And he basically is a Bruce Lee character. If you don't know that term that I'm going to be using, every fighting game has a Bruce Lee character. This is the one that he's the main character, the main protagonist. Also in the team of Earthrealm Defenders is Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is an actor from Earthrealm who usually goes in action films and fights. And ironically enough, he actually has hands. But no one believed him. So he joined the Mortal Kombat tournament to just prove the fact that he has hands. I think he could have done a different way or a better way. But, of course, I think it works out for us anyway. He originally was made to be the main character of this game before Mortal Kombat was exactly the title. Because Mortal Kombat was originally going to be a game for the movie Bloodsport, which starred Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, Johnny Cage has the power to throw this green ball across the stage. It's not really a straight projectile. It's kind of an arch, which is pretty cool. I think it helps with anti-airs later on in other games. He also has his shadow kick, which he does a straight slide kick right to the person's chest. And you see his shadow like kind of form behind him, which I think is one of the cool moves that I love from him. And he also has, from what I know, a shadow uppercut, which he jumps up in the air and hits you with the elbow. And he also has his signature, I call it a ball tap, but it's a lot worse. He does a split and punches you right in the balls. If you know Mortal Kombat, you know that's a fun move to use, and it's actually good with combos later on in the series. But to the next combatant that is in Mortal Kombat to defend Earthrealm is Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade is of the Special Forces, and she is there to capture Kano. Kano is a leader of the Black Dragon, who I explained in the last video. Sonya Blade is there to capture Kano and take him to jail and get him to justice for him being an all-around bad guy and for him killing her best friend in another mission, which they never explain what the best friend name is, so it doesn't seem like he's that important. But basically, she's trying to get revenge at the same time of getting justice, as well as protecting Earthrealm. Now, Raiden, the God of Thunder and protector of Earthrealm, also is in the tournament, which makes me think of why wasn't he in a tournament in the other 9. But I guess rules are rules and some things change. But we're not going to go into like logic like that, you know. So another combatant which is in the tournament is Kano himself, the leader of the Black Dragon. He's in there, I don't know exactly for the reason of this timeline, but I'm assuming he is in there to get the bag from Shang Tsung or has some type of benefit of helping them take over Earthrealm. But that's as far as I know with him. He has a metal face he shoots lasers out of. He has this move that kind of is resemblance of Blanca. If you don't know who Blanca is, he's from the Street Fighter series. He's the green guy that if you keep pressing square or rapidly pressing the punch button, he like shocks people. So Kano has his move that he basically balls up like in a fetal position and basically cannonballs into your body. It's a pretty funny move if you ask me. And basically he's in the tournament for his nefarious reasons. Two other people that are in the tournament is Sub-Zero, Bihan from NK Mythologies of the Lin Kuei. Now, I didn't explain this because I kind of thought I didn't have to, but I think I should. Sub-Zero has the ability to manipulate ice in a sense that he can shoot ice balls that freezes you. He can do a ice slide that trips you. And I think Bihan had an ice clone, but it might be his brother, which I'll explain in the next video. But he has these signature moves that help him fight and be the ninja that he is within the Lin Kuei. Another combatant in the tournament is Hanzo Hasashi. If you don't know who that is exactly, it's Scorpion. Scorpion, the popular character that he is a Wraith. He is a Wraith because he was killed while the Shiryu was killed, which in his mind was by Sub-Zero and the Lin Kuei. So Hanzo Hasashi is there to kill Sub-Zero, which is crazy. Not crazy, but just like, wow, he came back as a zombie to get revenge for his clan and his family, which isn't really that far-fetched now that I'm explaining it out loud. So we'll continue. Also in the tournament, or not exactly in the tournament, but in the area of the tournament, is Goro, who is the four-armed Shokan who helps Outworld take over Earthrealm, or try to take over Earthrealm. Now, in the last video, I do explain this, but I'll be brief. He's the one that beat the Great Kung Lao and restarted the whole winning streak up for Outworld to beat Earthrealm and take it over. Remember, this Mortal Kombat, that is Mortal Kombat 1, is essentially the 10th and final Mortal Kombat that if Outworld won, Earthrealm would be taken over. Now, within the depths of one of the stages called the pit that you fight, you're on this, like, it's basically like a bridge. But on the bottom of the said bridge is a bunch of spikes, which a lot of other combatants, nameless combatants, ironically with the faces of the developers of the game, which I thought was funny, lurks a creature that was created called, oh my god, Reptile. Sorry, I lost my brain there a little bit. But Reptile. Now, Reptile is dressed up basically in the same clothing as Scorpion and Sub-Zero, because back then they just used the same sprite with different colors and different moves. But in this game, Reptile is at the bottom of the pit. He is tasked that, ironically, Shang Tsung was realizing there were some people that was at the bottom of the pit who actually didn't die. Which, if you know what the pit looks like, it's kind of impossible. But then again, we're in a story about elder gods, lightning gods, people who throw fire, people who spit fire, and not in a rapping sense. So, of course, let's not be too literal, huh? So, Reptile is at the bottom of the pit to finish off anybody who actually falls to the bottom of the pit and kills him. Now, in the game, he isn't exactly playable, but you actually have, back then, you had to do a lot of, in my opinion, some crazy-ass shit to be able to even fight the guy. But at the end of the fight, if you do win and beat him, you get 1,000,000 points back in the arcade, which, no matter what type of game it is, that's a lot of points. But to go back into the story, Reptile's at the bottom of the pit. Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade are fighting for Earthrealm with Raiden, because Raiden's in the game as well. And Shang Tsung, Goro are fighting to take over Earthrealm. And eventually, everyone fights. Scorpion kills Sub-Zero, Bihan, burns that motherfucker to a crisp for revenge for his clan and family. And Liu Kang wins the tournament by beating Goro and Shang Tsung. Not at the same time. I think he would have had a harder time if they jumped him. But then again, they kind of make up their own rules as they go along with this Mortal Kombat thing. So, Liu Kang beats Shang Tsung and basically kicks his ass back into Outworld so Shang Tsung could tell his master, Shao Kahn, hey, yo, bro, I'm sorry, but I lost again. So, ironically enough, that happens. Liu Kang is now the champion of Mortal Kombat, which is a very good thing because now, not only have they saved Earthrealm, but they have broken the streak of Outworld winning so much. So now, it's right back to zero. Mortal Kombat Earthrealm got 1, and Outworld got zip. Because it basically just starts right all over again. which leads us into Mortal Kombat 2, which I'll explain in my next video. For everyone that is watching, if you see this on YouTube or if you see this on Facebook, make sure that you like the page or subscribe. Make sure that you press that like button and the bell icon so you can get notifications that when you know that the next video is out. I'm going to try to get this out at least every other Monday, if not every Monday. But, of course, I'm going to be editing this, or my friends will help me edit this to make sure that it will be good for your viewing pleasure. Thank you for listening. It's Nightwing, and I'm out.